Okay, that should sort things out. So the sound test. Can people hear me? Can people see me? Let's see if I can move this chair up a little bit. It seems like I'm. There we go. The chair is at the floor for some reason. I think the lever that turned the chair up and down has broken a little bit because I've noticed that when I go on, it's slightly lower down, and that could either be that Ash has been fiddling with it, or it's starting to slowly go down by itself. I hope it's not that. Ooh, okay, give me a bit closer. You can see me. I'm in shot. Okay, I'm going to check on the chat as well. Make sure people can see me and hear me. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? I'm just going to do a quick test and see if people can hear and see me. Let me just check. EP, I see. I can hear myself. I used to have a sinking. Hang on. I used to have a sinking chair. It was always funny on stream. Started at eye level, but not by the end. By the end of the stream, it's just the top of my head. You just see my hair bobbing about by the end of the stream. How are you, EP? How are things? I'm just going to take a drink. We can hear and see you. Great. Okay. This is where we were last time. I put some of the walls in. Kind of fiddle around with like some of the rooms, that sort of thing. And we put some of the floors down for the rooms that we knew were going to be certain things. So just to recap, people, obviously we made a lift shaft last time to connect that to the underground car park down below. We have cooled off the stairwell to the archives, which will be in the staff entrances, not the public area. They're cornered off. Then we did the floor plan. So we did this big, large foyer over here with, I think it's nether brick or nether wart block, I think, flooring. We did two corridors coming out of that. So one to the, I'm going to call them the northwest, and southwest corridors. And then one on the east side as well, going towards the cafeteria and the toilets. So I just go over things. So these are the corridors. This is the kitchen. We decided that the kitchen was going to be at the end of the city hall on the ground floor. And there would be a canteen area right next to it. So this is where the employees would go to grab a bite to eat in between shifts. We've got a toilet block here, which I had to kind of fiddle around with at the end of the last stream because it wasn't totally happy with it. But I am now. And then we've got this extra room here, which I still don't really know what to do with. Actually, no, I do know what to do with this room. I thought about it during streams, between streams. And this is going to be a stairwell that the public can use to go up to the top, go up to another level, basically. This will be the public stairwell. This will be the employee stairwells. That makes sense. So we've got a big empty space here that needs to be used. I'll put it there, basically. And we've got some office spaces. So where this checkerboard pattern is, these are all offices, or are going to be eventually office blocks, like the ones downstairs. And then I haven't really decided what this room is going to be yet. It might end up being the same as the other side, being another like meeting hall, conference hall, that sort of thing. We've got a premier suite, conference hall with its own ensuite next door to it. Which I think I might edit a little bit more as well to make that more of a straight line rather than a diagonal line. Yeah, and that's where we were the last time. By the end of this stream, I want to get at least most of the rooms furnished and the walls up, or the internal walls up, I think, by the end of the stream. And then by next week, hopefully, we can then get the outside walls done and make a start on the next floor. Once the second floor is done, I'll just be repeating that 3 or 4 times. It'll just be office spaces until we get to the top floor, which will be like the mayor's office and the big conference penthouse rooms, that sort of thing. I just realised there's a gap here. Did I not put these floors in? Fix that. That annoyed me. Okay. First bit of blocks placed on this episode. Yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to do is the stairwell here, the public stairwell, toilet block. They will be the easiest things to do next, I think. Put those in, then populate the offices maybe, and make a start on the big boardroom meeting office with the ensuite kind of thing over here. Actually, I think I'm going to edit the walls first for this place. Oh, how have you been, EP? It's been so bloody tiring at work today. Indeed, progress. I have been working like a what's the word? Working like a dog today. With the amount of stuff I've had to do, and some of it's like stuff that's like within my remit, and most of it isn't. I'm just doing it because there's no one else to do it for you. But it's been busy, very very busy at work. I got home and I felt so tired by it all. By the end of it, do I want to make that a bit further? Do I want to make that bigger? Eventually there'll be a toilet block in here. I'll put it there. We've got 2 cubicles there. We've got a sink there, and we've got either the urinal or the mirror in here as well. That could work. Got enough space for people to move around in that without feeling too cramped. Okay, happy with that. So what I'll do with this is I will just fill this floor up with the mangrove wood that we've been doing for the rest of the corridors. Because this is going to be a stairwell, it's not going to be too fancy, not going to need too many things inside it. But okay, can't complain. Hope work hasn't been too bad. It's not as bad as Monday. Monday's probably been the worst day we've had this week. In terms of like sheer amount of stuff to do, phones ringing, letters to send, stuff that's been given to you that's not normally part of your job, but because it's a manager, you can't say no, basically. So I've been doing that on Monday. Today wasn't too bad. I didn't do many letters because I was kind of in and out of the office most of the day, running errands for the other consultants. So not been too bad. Okay, so that's going to be the public stairwell to the other floors to get up there. We've done the corridors and stairwells. Do I need to extend this over to this one as well? Because this is all going to be part of the walls, isn't it? I'm going to work on this in a minute. Work on how I'm going to do that. I'll come up with that in a minute. I'm just going to do the floors first of everything, and then I can go back and edit where I see fit, basically. The toilet block floors, it's a toilet block, so they're not going to be very exciting blocks. So I'm thinking like grey whites, that sort of thing. It's going to be concrete, basically. Don't want to use concrete powder because when it goes to the upper floors, it might fall through the floor. We don't want that. A light grey wool. Let's try pale and see what comes up with pale. And also, I forgot to mention earlier on, the next video starring myself and Nathan will be going up on Sunday at 5 o'clock on Sunday. The video is done. The only thing I need to do to it is what things I need to do to it. The video itself is done. I need to thumbnail. I'll be doing that in the next couple of days. And then it should be live premiered on Sunday at 5 o'clock here on YouTube. Hello, Jai. How you doing today, Jai? How's work? I'm having a genuine chat about work at the moment. Jai's off for the week. Nice. Been chill with Sora. How is Sora doing? Sora is adorable. Sora is Jai's kitten. And she is so adorable and mischievous. She's at that age yet. She's at that age now where she's like wanting to just cause mischief and chaos wherever she goes. Would I be right in saying that, Jai? I do like the way that this pale oak wood looks like kind of cracked pavement. I might use that in a future build. Want to do like a rundown section of the city, maybe. There you go. We're going, because it's a civil service building, it's going to be bare basic decoration, that sort of thing. They don't want to spend any money on it. This red block won't be the walls, the final walls, but they're just there as a guideline so I know where everything is. They will be changed soon. She's good. Made my heart skip because she thought it would be fun to walk on the edge of the stairs. Thankfully, she was fine. You see, she sees no danger at the moment. She's at the kitten stage of like, I see no danger. I am my own person. You're just running around like, no, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Take that out. Don't eat that. And so on and so forth. There we go. There are some toilet tiles. That's a sentence I've said today. And so we've done that floor. What we need to do next, either cafeteria or we'll do the boardroom. We'll do the boardroom next, I think. That's going to be a nice, easy one to do. It'll just be wood and a bit of carpet. So if I just go into this one. I don't like using these buttons because I just feel them a bit too restrictive. I just like to see everything out there. But for like natural materials like wood and stone and that sort of thing, sometimes it's useful just to have it narrowed down. So for the boardroom, I'm going to need... I do like the idea of having some parquet in there. So I'm thinking maybe doing bamboo rather than wood. Because that's the only one we've got where it's got like parquet flooring design on it. At least in the natural texture pack. Let's go over it. I don't know which one it's under. Okay, see? This one looks like parquet flooring, so I'm probably going to use this. I wish it was like a darker brown colour because that would make it look more like parquet floor, but this will do. I do forget to do. I keep doing that, don't I? Hello, I'm in the car park again. Cool. On the bright side, at least your outline finally doesn't appear to be a penis anymore. Yes, it looks more like an anime gun now, doesn't it? I guess it's more PG than it was beforehand. It looks like a happy gun at the moment. I'm sure all the Americans in the audience will be very happy with. Maybe I should have done the thumbnails with it facing this way up. It actually looks like a Y. But would I and Ash ever consider a cat? I have, but unfortunately Ash is allergic to them. So we couldn't ever have one. Not as allergic as he is to like dust mites or pollen, but he's still got an allergy to them. Like when we go to Nathan and Gina's, for instance, the Coxes, they've got 2 cats, and he's fine with them. I think because he's had a lot of exposure to them, so therefore he's fine with it. But if he has too much if he's around them for too long, he starts to get what does he get? He kind of gets a bit itchy, a bit sneezy, a bit run down. But I'm absolutely fine with cats. When we decided to get Ghost, for example, I had to decide between having a husband or having a cat. So we compromised and I had a husband. Yeah, it is Jai. But you know, we never would have had Ghost had it been for his allergy. So I'm thankful for that. I do want to get another doggo though this year. It's a bit of a way off yet because we've got to have the holiday first, and then the holiday first, my birthday, his birthday, before we start thinking about it. Really, we're not at that stage yet. Like in my heart, yes, I'd get another one tomorrow, but practically, I don't think we could. And it's also kind of nice as well because there are some videos that we recorded last year that was before, obviously, Ghost unfortunately passed away. And you can hear him in the background, and it's quite comforting to hear that. Obviously, he was in the background on the chess video that we did at the end of the year last year. That was recorded. We recorded those in August. So I think we've got 4 videos recorded with Nathan in August. And for those that care about stats and that sort of thing, once the 4th video of that goes out, we're on number 2 at the moment, that will be the last time you hear Ghost's voice or Ghost barking on a Prime and Pixels / Living with a Ghost video. It's kind of bittersweet. It's also comforting at the same time. So I thought about doing like a big YouTube video explaining that Ghost is no longer with us, but in the end, we kind of decided that like the people that know or knew him already are aware that he's no longer with us. So the only people we'd be telling would be people that already knew. So it does seem a little bit kind of we've missed the boat on that kind of thing. But I'm assuming when we do eventually get another dog, we'll do that whole Ghost is gone, but we've now got a new dog thing in the same video. Dry's here. Hello, Dry. Not Dry. What I'm talking about? Dry's already here. I'm going to say JP. Can we avoid Ash and expose it in the same sentence, please? The solution is clearly to get rid of Ash and buy a cat. I've tried it, but unfortunately I like Ash too much. I tried broaching the subject with him, but he's like, no, he likes his ability to breathe more. What floor to go with? I'm thinking either going for the grey glazed terracotta for the carpet, or going for the blue. These kind of look the most conferencey. What do you guys think? Black or blue? I don't think he was a focal point in that video, Jai. I think he might have been in the background, but I don't think he was barking or anything in that one. It was only a very short segment that I did all those years ago. Jai said, I keep saying Jai. Sorry, Jai. I keep saying Jai when I mean JP. JP says black. And hopefully Jai's also agree with him. Purple, just to be awkward. Purple kind of looks good too. Purple's cool. I do like that one. I might say that for the other meeting room. I think that might be a good compromise for you. People are going for grey/black, so we'll go for that one. Now, I remember from doing the entrance to the Italian restaurant we did a couple of months back now, that placing the glazed terracotta can be a little bit of annoying, a little bit of a bitch, but it's fine. You need a little bit of patience and remembering which orientation to orient yourself before you place it. Oh, that's the edge of the car park right there. You can see where it like folds out a little bit. Oh, okay, right. Let's place this down here. And turn. And then turn. So that one goes there. We'll just do this. Make it quicker for me. And then this way. This way. So awkward. That way? No. That way. Yes. Think. Or is it this way? This is a stream now. This is a stream. You're trying to figure out which way it needs to go. No one cares. This is literally like, this will be seen by very few people because it'll be indoors anyway. But I'm going to do it. It's fine. I will be a masochist here. I like it. It's kind of like that. It looks kind of like 70s carpet, but like it's been overused. The fact where all the colours have gone on in it. There we go. I've got into a thing now. The word that my brain wants to say, but I can't think of the word. I'm into that. A bit of a random question, but if Billy Piper was only the Doctor for a special, who would like to see the next incarnation? I would like to see a new actor. And I am going to put a table on top. You are quite right, JP. With regards to Billy Piper, I think the consensus amongst the fans is that they'd like to see her like as a Christmas special Doctor and then regenerate to somebody else. I don't mind either way, to be honest. I like Billy Piper. I feel like she's got other things that she needs to act in as well. I don't know if she was the next Doctor, I don't know how long she'd do it for because I don't think she's like an in-demand actress at the moment, or she's focusing on like a family life at the moment. But I know that I don't think it's going to be a long-term thing. I don't think. I know she took a break from acting for a while. As far as I'm aware, because I've not seen her in much. I could be talking out my ass here. I think my theory is it's a stopgap. So it's whenever they do the next season, it will be whichever. It'll be whoever the new Doctor is will be introduced, or it could be a case of Billy Piper's the Doctor for the Christmas special. It is not explained how she regenerates, and then the next season just starts with the new Doctor, and then maybe that first storyline is like, how do we get to this point? But I think if they did that, they'd have to like do like another like reset of the series kind of thing. I don't want Russell T Davies not to be the showrunner. Whoever they get, I'd like some stability. Yeah, I think if they get a new person to do it after Billy Piper, if Billy Piper is the Doctor, I'd like them to stay for more than just 2 seasons. And I think because it was something that was a criticism of Shooty Gatwa's era was that because he was only in it for 2 seasons, he was in it for like I think 1 or 2 episodes more than Christopher Eccleston. We didn't really get to like know his character that much. I mean, Christopher Eccleston was only in there for 1 season, and because of like all the extended media, we got to know a little bit more about his character. And also because he was the first one back after the hiatus, a lot of people returned back to that series. So I feel like we know more about the Ninth Doctor than we know about the 15th Doctor. I think if they go for a younger actor, it has potential for it to go on a little bit longer. Because with Doctor 11, Matt Smith, that was the first Doctor they had where it went like properly like global. I mean, if you want to argue as well that Tom Baker did that back in the 80s, then I would agree with you on that. But I think that was more to do with the reruns of Doctor Who rather than when it live went out. Again, I could be talking out my ass here. I wasn't around when Tom Baker's Doctor was the main Doctor. But I think certainly with Matt Smith, Doctor Who kind of went global for the first time. I also am in the crowd of don't go back to David Tennant now. I'm done with David Tennant. I love him. He is one of my favourite Doctors, but I am done with him now. I don't want it to be as well a case of it's a Christmas special and it's Rose Tyler Doctor meets this current incarnation of the Doctor. I don't want that. That's too easy a storyline. I don't want that. They've already returned to that scene too many times in the main series. You had to be quite old to be around during the 70s. There are people around today that were born in the 70s. Don't be ageist, Jai. I'm the same with Had My Fill. I love David Tennant. David Tennant's era, 2 eras, were great. Loved it. But I think he's served his purpose now for a while. And also, I feel like if he came back again now, it would just be a case of, oh, Russell T Davies just wants to rely on something familiar to kind of get people back. I don't think it will work this time if he did it again. EP says they've given us more Rose. They're going to give us more Donna. When are we going to get more Martha? She deserves a return. I agree with you on this. When Martha was announced as the second companion in the new series, I didn't like her. to start off with. I thought she was a bit kind of, don't know, I didn't immediately warm to her. But as the series went on, I actually liked her. Like my like for her grew as the series went on. But I think when she first started, it was a bit kind of a non-character for me. I'd love to see like where she is now, because I know we got a little bit of a storyline at the end of David Tennant's era, where she was matched up with Mickey the Idiot. But obviously, I know for obvious reasons that can't happen now. So I want to see where she is now. Like, is she still working with Unit, or is there a completely different storyline that she's under now? I know that Freema Gaiman does a lot of convention stuff as well. Freema's had a hell of a career since. I've not seen him in anything since Doctor Who. I will confess this. I'm not right, but I personally haven't seen her in much after Doctor Who. What if we're talking about Doctor Who? This has become a Doctor Who stream. I love Donna. I've always loved Donna. My favourite scene involving Donna is from the first run, not from the recent era. It's the whole kind of conversation between the Doctor and Donna through an office building, and neither of them in the same room. Love that scene. That scene is comedy gold. I love it. I also like the fact that she was she's not like companions before how much she's just like, yeah, sure, I'll go along with it. She's kind of like, she has that fire behind her of like, no, tell me what's going on, and then I will make a decision about it. Very headstrong. Made her a bit more three-dimensional. You happy with that? I don't know if it's a bit too long for the table I need, but it may work for what we need later on. Another toilet block over here. So I think I might just make this a little bit nicer because it's near the boardroom. I'll make it, I think, white and grey rather than that crumbly grey. I also love Torchwood as well. I like Torchwood to come back in some capacity. I don't think it will. I think that all the actors involved in Torchwood are doing their own things now. I would like it back, but I don't. I don't think I see anything on the horizon where it could be brought back at this point. Dry's like, yeah. Still the nicest person I've ever met at a convention, Freema. I remember those photos that I saw. They were either on your own social media or it was on Discord once. You put them up, but where you met Freema. Did you meet any of the other Doctor Who companions? I'm sure you met was it Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy as well, or am I making that up? I've not met any of them. Although, having said that, there was a convention that happened in Leicester last year or the year before. No, it was the year before, in 2023, and Peter Davison was supposed to be doing a guest spot there as well. And I saw him from across the convention hall, but I was too shy to go up and ask him anything. And also, I wasn't alive when his era came out, so I felt bad going up and not knowing his era. I don't want to I didn't want to offend him by not knowing shit. Or being that fan that goes, oh yes, and how's David? Because I'm sure he absolutely hates that song, hates that conversation. David and Catherine just have that chemistry. Yes, they do. Even outside the show, they work so well together. EP says I've never met any of them. I'm making these completely up. I'm making it completely up. I'm so sorry if I'm spreading slander about you. Met Eve Miles, though, from Torchwood. Eve Miles seems like a lovely person. And she's done a lot of other TV stuff since Torchwood as well. So that's the boardroom or the meeting room or conference room or whatever you want to call it. That's what that room is going to be. This big room over here, which I still haven't really decided what I'm going to do with yet. I'm thinking make it into another meeting room like that one, but less fancy. And I also want to use this purple one that EP pointed me towards as well. It was great too. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Have I met anybody at a convention? Any famous people? I've met very little famous people in real life. I mean, I've met EP. He's famous. I've not met in terms of like famous celebrities you see on TV kind of thing. Obviously, everyone knows the story about how I ignored Stephen Mulhern when I was working at the coffee shop. And who else? Was another person I said I was gonna. Yeah, YouTuber. Does that count? I met Brentalfloss once at a convention, but that's pretty much it. My celebrity like sightseeing skills are very, very poor. Dry's met Peter Davison. He was very nice. Same with Colin Baker. I've watched all the classic stuff at that point. Took goddamn ages. Yeah, I saw them all in HMV earlier. So we went there at the weekend, me and Ash. I'm just having a look at like all the classic era Doctor Who DVDs, and there's a fuck ton of them. I was gonna have a soft spot for me, Freema though, because I met her to take the picture, and then later that day she saw me, asked how the photo came out, signed it, and we talked for about 5 minutes. Oh, that's so lovely of her. I love that story. Oh, I wish everything to Freema. Great interaction. I bet that really made your day as well. I think if I met somebody who I consider like a celebrity at a convention and they came and then somehow we ended up meeting again later on and it was just as lovely, I would feel like on cloud 9 afterwards. Above and beyond what most would do. Yeah, you get that kind of idea that like if a celebrity is going to appear at a convention, they're there just for a paycheck. So therefore they put the face on of, oh yeah, this is lovely, blah blah blah, to like the fan's face, and then after they've done their bits, they go back into leave me alone mode. Which is fine, because I think a lot of other people who aren't celebrities would do that as well. If they had an event to do, and then after the event finishes, it's like, no, don't want to know you anymore. But it's lovely that they've got that kind of... They've got that... what's what I'm looking for? They've got that personality where they're just like, you know what? I had a great interaction with you. I'm going to continue this on. That's how I tend. This is a complete segue, by the way. This is how I tend to play like roleplay games as well. Like if I'm playing like a game like say Baldur's Gate or something like that. If I'm having an interaction with a character and they are being purposely lovely to me, they're not causing me any kind of threat or anything like that, I won't be a bastard to them. I'll be very, very lovely. I'll be very, very lovely back. If the second they double cross me, you're dead to me. Then you get all the like half-assed responses, dialogue trees, that sort of thing. Case in point, when Ashley betrays you did she betray you? No, she didn't betray you, sorry. When Ashley... You got a choice between Ashley and... Oh, what's his name? Caden in Mass Effect. Who can only save one of them at a certain point in the game. Sorry, spoiler alert. And I always end up saving Caden because Ashley's a space racist, so... Yeah. 100%. Now, I just wish 18-year-old me wasn't so starstruck. I kind of come across well. That's probably the reason why she came back to you as well, or came back up to start another conversation with you. But maybe she realised that, like, a lot of, not just yourself, probably a lot of people that came to see her that day were in the same boat. Where like, oh my god, it's a famous person. I've just met a famous person. And then you probably would just like word salad if you said any words at all. So having to speak to her like a couple of minutes afterwards as well. would hopefully have fixed all those kind of anxieties you had. Most recent time I've met was Paul McGann. He was lovely. I asked for some big finish recommendations. He gave me a few. One of them was Chimes of Midnight. It was so good. Ashley is, but Caden is so boring, and Ash gets so much better. That's just the thing as well. Caden is boring. Caden is the white bread of ship companions in that game. But in the first game, you've only got a choice between 2. No, tell a lie. You've got a choice between 3. You've got Ashley, Liara, and Caden, I believe. You can't romance Garrus yet. And you can't romance any of the other crewmates on the first one. Which is annoying because I want to romance Garrus in the first one too. Garrus was my favourite when I played Mass Effect the first time. He's my favourite now, to be honest. I would get them, but Ash is asleep upstairs. But I recently got from Ash's brother some Baldur's Gate figurines to paint at some point. And I've not completed Baldur's Gate 3 yet. I've done the Underdark bits. And I'm on my way to the Mountain Pass to finish Act 1. And that's my own fault. Like, I'm enjoying the story, so I'm not going to rush through it. And my bays at the moment, my favourite party members, or the party members that I'm going to romance at some point later on down the road, are Will and Halcyon. And I know that Will is not everyone's favourite because his storyline is quite boring. But I don't know, there's just something about Will that I like, so I'm probably going to pursue Will and Halcyon, or either or, in my first campaign anyway. One of the things I heard from Mass Effect was some folk were complaining about the remaster being censored, and I look and it's just a butt camera shots from Ashley, I think it was. Yeah, I'm trying to think, was there any nudity in the first game? I mean, obviously you can romance the characters. Because the only person I romanced in the first game was Caden. So, and there wasn't like any gratuitous nudity in that either. It was Miranda. I'm thinking of Miranda. So in Mass Effect 2, there was a scene. I think it was a shower scene, wasn't it? And you get to see Miranda's orcs at some point. I think that's the scene they censored. They were moaning because they removed the camera shots that zoomed in on her butt during a heartfelt conversation, which is a really weird complaint to have. Just want to keep the rest of the butt shots. Yeah. I'm making that completely up. Who am I thinking of then? Am I thinking of somebody else? This is when everyone goes like, it's not actually Mass Effect, it's a completely different game. What are you talking about? When are we getting thin butt shots? Well, you know, if it's Twitch and we have the dance redeem, then I could spin around for you, JP. But I'm not going to do it on command, you know. I'm not a dancing monkey. Or am I? There was no nudity in Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Andromeda had it, though. Oh, okay. I'm definitely misremembering that, then. It's a deal. Well, those lights are making my eyes hurt. The sooner I can cover this up, the better. Oh, this is really confusing my brain. Back in the day, were you on PS3 or Xbox 360? I was an Xbox 360 fanboy. I love the 360. I still have. Do I still have my 360? No, I got rid of my 360. I think it died. Not Red Ring of Death, but it no longer started working. I know that I still have my PlayStation that I had. PlayStation 2, sorry. I still have that. I don't have the controllers that work on it yet, but I still have a PlayStation 2. And I'll be honest, I much prefer the PlayStation. Back in the day where people still like Xbox. Yeah, like I said, I like my Series X I've got at the moment. It's not my favourite Xbox product. I think either the 360 or the Xbox One was my favourite product so far. Oh god, this is really annoying me now. Both Jai, but Xbox 360 was the last Xbox I owned. I remember being so like against Xbox for the longest time because I was brought up with PlayStation, so like the thought of going of like betraying Sony and going to Microsoft is something that I couldn't do when I was a child. But then when the 360 came out and my PlayStation died for the second time, I had two PlayStation 2s and they both died in the same way. The laser that read the disc just kept failing, basically. And that was before the day where I could just take it to a repair shop and get it repaired. Or at least where I was, there wasn't many around that I could take it to. And I thought of going to Microsoft just seemed like an evil I couldn't do. But now I'm like, I love the Xbox 360. That's my favourite console I've ever had. No, technically I know it's not. My favourite Xbox I've ever had has been the 360, not my favourite console. That was the PS2. The PS2 is basically my childhood. I remember playing the original GTAs on the PlayStation 2. Well, under the age I should be playing GTAs on the PS2. I went through 3 Xbox 360s because of Red Ring of Death. I never got a Red Ring of Death on my Xboxes. I was one of the scant few that never got it. I think because I didn't buy mine on like launch day, the batch of them that ended up being Red Ring of Death had already gone through at that point. So I was left with the good ones. And I liked having, was it the Xbox 360 where you could have like custom backgrounds? You can't do that with the Xbox anymore. The Series X has got rid of backgrounds. I mean, you can have backgrounds, but there aren't that as many. There are like shit backgrounds. They're like very generic. There used to be like every video game used to come with a certain achievement that will get you a background for your Xbox or whatever. I'm trying to remember which ones I'd had. Oh, and you know what? I've just unlocked a little bit more nostalgia. Did anyone remember Doritos Crash Course? Because that was like free on every Xbox. And I was like, that was a perfect game for like when you were a bit older and you could like of drinking age. You could just like bang that on for a bit before you go for like pre-drinks or whatever. If you've got like a load of friends over, play a bit of Doritos Crash Course and then you go out about your day with whatever else you're going to do. Ah, memories. I'm still on my original 360 and it still works, but I got into Xbox a few years after everyone else. You can use the achievement pictures as wallpapers. That's what I do, says EP. Okay, cool. I don't know what sound came out of my mouth then. That could be interesting. I might have a look and see if I've got any I don't tend to keep any captures on the new Xboxes anymore. So I don't know if I've got any left, but it takes up a lot of space mostly. Router's Crash Course was awesome. It was, wasn't it? I don't think I ever completed it, but it wasn't like soup. The first couple of levels were like deceptively easy, and then you got into like certain other countries levels, and it was like you couldn't do it. I was like, get stuck after like the first like barrier or whatever. It was humbling to not be able to complete those levels. Oh, that's better. My eyes. God, my eyes can rest now. That really hurt. So, JP, did you have a PS5 at the time when they had like their, was it like 30th anniversary? They brought back all the old backgrounds, or they had like a themed background for every PlayStation release. So remember that I set my PlayStation homepage menu page to the PS2 custom background. I loved that, but it was only around for like a certain amount of time, and then they got rid of it. I think. I'm not telling a lie there, no, I. A while since I've been on the PlayStation. I'll have to check that. Now it's not captures, it's the wallpaper size picture you get when you're viewing achievements. There's an option to make it into wallpaper. Oh, okay. Sorry, I've got a bugger and I can get rid of it. I have an E3 concept art. Oh, sorry, Expedition 33 concept art as my wallpaper at the moment because of that. I'm using a PS2 theme at the moment. Love that theme. Okay, so maybe I'm telling a lie then. I've probably still got the PS2 theme. They brought it back. No, they did. They did. I don't think you can buy it now or get it now. I think they only had it available for you to use for a certain amount of time. So if you've already set it to that, I think you've still got it. But if you change it or if you didn't get it and want to go back, you can't buy it or get it or something like that. Something along those lines. Ugh. Okay. So this room, it's going to be a meeting room, but it's going to be a smaller one, like an overflow room. So I've got a smaller like carpet for where the table's going to be. And then in this area over here, which is kind of like more circular, like a bay window kind of area, I'm going to put maybe some seats. This can be like the team building room or something, some bullshit like that. You can use it now and change it, says JP. I am talking out of my ass. I'm so sorry. This stream has been a pack of lies. Right, we're going to zoom out. What we've done so far is both the meeting rooms have now been filled with their carpet. The toilets have been filled. That's a sentence I've said today. The only room left to do now is the stairwells and the cafeteria. So let's do the cafeteria. That'll be an easy one to do. It's just wood again. What kind of wood? Where are the wood blocks? I like the look of soul soil in the original, but I don't want to put it as a flooring thingy because it just makes traversing them just a little bit more annoying. Decoration, great, but for flooring, probably not the best idea. What kind of wood do I want the cafeteria floor to look like? I kind of want this kind of wood, so it looks kind of like pine flooring. Like that, because I've got a little ridge at the edge as well. I can make it look a little bit like it's panelled flooring. That's what I'm going for anyway. So yeah, this week we've got obviously this stream today. Tomorrow I'm back on Twitch and we're doing a mystery game. So Ash has said they don't want to do City Skylines again this week. Sorry, I'm going to break from it. Ash messaged me after stream because I was going to work at the time. He said, "I've got an idea for a game we can do next Thursday." I was like, "Oh yeah, what is it?" He didn't tell me. He's like, "Oh, it's a surprise. It's a secret." I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to need a bit more information because obviously the schedule." And I was like, "Okay, well, the only clue I'm going to give you is that it is I'm going to get you to play it, but it can be a co-op game." I'm like, "Okay, that doesn't narrow it down at all. It could be anything." He's like, no, I'll be the chat king and you can play. I'm like, okay, but you need to tell me what the game is. He's not telling me what the game is yet. So me and you will both be surprised what game it is when it comes to tomorrow. I would like some more like Shooty Gatwa stories, stuff like that. Shine, as you're the Doctor Who expert, has he done any big finish stuff, or is it yet to be announced? Got a bit crazy with the breaking the blocks there. I saw about that it'll be Leisure Suit Larry, BMXXX, or something like that. What other like Ash themed games would it be? It'd be like The Simpsons Wrestling because you can play as Barney and Burp everywhere. Not as yet, but Jodie has apparently. I felt sorry for Jodie as well. I liked Jodie. I think the issue with Jodie was not her. She was fine. She just got really poor material to act with. That was a fault on the writers, not the actors. Fart Simulator. So far, I've heard she's had a pretty good run. It must be great to like star in an episode of Doctor Who, like not so much a guest spot, but like be one of the regular returning characters because you've got even after the job's finished, like even after you've left the show, because of conventions and stuff like that, you're set for life pretty much. Ash made a lovely like homemade Chinese sweet and sour rice bowl today. It was so good. I wanted all of it. I wanted the seconds. I wanted the thirds. It was absolutely gorgeous. The cafeteria's now done. Right, just gonna go blow my nose. We'll be back in a second. Oh, it's better. I'm back. Don't panic. Go. Where were we? Right, so I put most of the floors in now. Let's figure out what we're doing with this stairwell first before we move any further. It's just going to bug me that I've not done that yet. Need to work out what's going to be the floor and what's going to be the walls, basically. I think we need a separation between these walls and the stairwell on the top. So I might replace this with more of that wood. Right, that's a burp. Bruised log. If I replace that with this, I'm going to make it look like it's cornering that off. Like so. I'm going to sneeze, so I do apologise in advance. Now we can do this. I'm assuming there'll be, when we do the walls, I'll put some like a plain kind of like neutral toned block on top of this, so it can act like a bit like a skirting board, as well as pulling off the archives from everything else. That's fine. And then to match this, I'm going to use the same block, but for the flooring. Like so. So when this obviously goes around and continues to go up and up and up and up, the only thing you'll be able to see once the walls are up is this little platform here guiding you to the ground floor. Does that make sense? I feel that makes sense. Let's just carry that over to the other stairwell. I'm just thinking, do I need to move this down one? Because that's technically the roof of the floor below it. Rather than having it back. That annoys me somewhat. I'll put that here instead. That's the wall. That's right, isn't it? That works. That will work. It's fine. The company very appreciated. As I'm flattening out cliffs, this is not a fun job. Oh no, I absolutely hated that. When I had to clear space to put the basement level down on here, that took me a good week or so of just getting rid of shit, and that's even with World Edit as well, because it's not a conventional shape. It's not rectangular. It took me a hell of a lot of time. So I'm so glad I'm not doing that as a video, because that would just be a lot of time watching a hole get bigger. Shut up. And that wouldn't be interesting to watch. It's all about editing as you go along. Sometimes it won't be perfect. Sometimes you have to make some last minute adjustments. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Done that right? I think I've done that right. That makes sense, yeah. That was fine. That's fine. Here comes a sneeze, everyone. So sorry. If you're watching this back on the VODs on Pride and Pixel's YouTube channel, please do head over to EP's channel. One of the recent videos he's released is an update to Pixelandia, his Minecraft city server realm, where he's done a underwater city, and it's quite magnificent. I'm sorry to everyone's eardrums. Right, that should now have fixed the building problems. Okay, what about that for the thumbnail? Welcome to the ground floor plan of the City Hall. I forgot what we were building then for a second. Just texting the husband, because he'll be getting up soon from his nap. What to do next? So, I think the easiest job to do straight away would be the toilets. because it's just simply the same thing over and over again. So I think I'll do the toilets first. That'll be the quickest job. So this is, it's only one, the unisex toilet, so I'm going to make it not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not gendered in terms of colours, so I'm just going to make it a white cubicle block. Not the most exciting cubicle in the world, but it's a toilet, it doesn't have to be. And then I like to put a slab on top. So it gives you that effect of it being a cubicle door without it being like super like high. Total slab. Like so. And then toilets are just 3 quartz stairs put together and a carpet on top. How I normally do them. I might do polished diorite though to make it a bit distinguished from the cubicle wall. And a carpet. And we'll go for the generic black lid. What you do is you do a upside down stair facing away from the entrance. And then you do one facing the entrance. No, you do one upside down facing the entrance. Like so. And then you need to go back to the one behind it. And then do a stair that's right way up but facing the wall. With the cistern on top. That's a toilet. And then with a carpet on top, that is a toilet. It's dead easy. That's the easiest way of making toilets in this game. So upside down, backward stair. Then upside down facing the entrance. And then right side up, stair facing the wall. And carpet on top. Toilet. I don't think we can fit another one in there because there's not enough room. That's fine. And then to make the cubicle doors, we need to put a door on top of it. Door. And we'll go with... Oh, you got different door designs this time. I think the last time I played this, it had the cherry door as the newest one, and the pale oak door were the newest ones. With a pale oak door. And you go in, place that there. Then when you want to use it, it goes like that. Do the same with the other one. Go in. Annoyingly, I can't decide. I can't choose which orientation the door is. It'll either go left or it'll go right. And that's fine. You filthy slab. Nice then. Thank you, JP. I appreciate it. I also need to get Ash's card. Don't tell him. I've got Ash's presents. I've got some arriving tomorrow as well. They are literally next to me on the desk. Do anyone want to have a quick look at his presents? They're not labelled because he knows who they're from. But he's got 2 presents here. They're all wrapped in gold because it's the only wrapping paper we have that's not Christmas related. And this is his 3rd present. Ta-da! I won't tell you what they are because I don't want anyone to spoil it for anyone. You can choose. The side that is under 2 blocks is the side that won't be chosen. What? Birthday or Valentine's, says JP. Birthday. I don't think we're doing anything for Valentine's this year. It's our 12th Valentine's Day. Not a milestone year this year for Valentine's. So I'll probably just go out for a meal somewhere and have a romantic night evening in. Because we're old now. That's all I want. And also because his birthday's so close to Valentine's as well. Like, I don't want to like go all out for Valentine's Day and then have literally no money left over for his birthday, and vice versa. So I'm trying to have a small Valentine's Day and have a big birthday for him this year. Look at the left door. One side isn't tall enough for the door to be attached, so it isn't. Okay, this makes more sense. Thank you. Thank you so much, EP. I almost said Ian then. That's not your name at all. Thank you. Appreciate you. I can close that for a second. That is your cubicle. Obviously, there'll be a wall around here so they can't see out of it. I need to put some sinks in. Now, the easiest way to put a sink in Minecraft is to use a cauldron. It's the one that I use all the time for sinks. Because basically, the square you need is basically that. And it looks like a sink. I have to put 2 together because then I can put 2 tripwire hooks above it to look like taps. And that's my classic, like, this is a sink look on my things. Oh yeah, I forgot that Singles Hibernation Day was coming up. What are you going to do for Valentine's, EP? Are you going to edit? Are you going to go out anywhere? I know what I could put here. Not a urinal, because it's a unisex. Excuse me. If it's a unisex one, I'll probably put some hand dryers in here. Maybe we can use that. I kind of want to put the walls up on here as well. Now when we've got the furniture in. I kind of need the walls up to do the air dryers. So, yeah. Let's go around the bottom, a little skirting board in grey. Again, this is a toilet, it doesn't have to be fancy. This is why I double wall them. So now if I put these this grey skirting board around here, it's not going to impact what's in the boardroom and what's outside as well. Because everything's doubled. The only annoying thing is when it's a diagonal. If you want to put windows in on a diagonal, sometimes it doesn't work. You have to work around it. That's the only downside to it. And I'm not very familiar with building things on a diagonal before. This is going to be a learning experience for me as well. Ta-da! That's a skirting board. And again, because it's not going to be super exciting in this room, I'm not going to do a super exciting colour scheme. So we'll do maybe diorite or another like not quite white block. Or quartz. Quartz would be a good one. Quartz is probably my favourite block in Minecraft. Because it's so versatile, you can use it in pretty much everything. And also, it's the only one that has like pillar blocks, pillar design built in it. I mean, you can use bone, but it doesn't have like the strips down the side. Like I don't know what you call them. I'm sure EP will probably know it. The columns in like Greece and Rome that had like the lines going straight down them. That's the only block that has that. The quartz pillar. I'm not using the quartz pillar this time. I'm going to use quartz bricks. Then obviously I'm going to punch some windows in as well. Now you see how it's working out now. I'm putting the walls up. This looks so cool. Okay. I'm just going to put the walls up. I can work on the windows afterwards. There won't be that many in a toilet anyway. Just enough to let the light in so you can see where you're going. That's all you really need. The correct word is pillar. I cannot think of an appropriate answer for what to do on Valentine's Day that isn't depressing as fuck. Just a normal day for me. It's fine. It's a weekend, isn't it? When is Valentine's Day? Is it Friday? No. No, it's not. It's Monday. No. Saturday? Saturday. My math is terrible. Sunday. No, it's Saturday. I should know this. I've got an upload on 15th. Saturday this weekend. So, oh, it's going to be very busy to go. I bet you we're not going to get any. You're not going to be able to book a table anywhere this weekend because it's on a Saturday and it's Valentine's Day. I don't think we booked a table anywhere, but I bet it'll be impossible. Thank you, JP. I was being an idiot. I don't know how tall I want the walls to be. Let's go downstairs and figure out how tall the toilets were in the car park. And that wouldn't be down there, it would be down this hole. Oh, you'd have to book it weeks ago, yeah. I don't think it's too bad in Leicester, but if you're going to like the big restaurants and stuff like that, I bet you it'd be off limits. Like I bet you wouldn't have to go to our favourite one this weekend. It wouldn't be open. So this toilet block is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 is a bit too high for the one upstairs. So I might make it 5. 5. Put the ceiling there, I think. Not supposed to be a massive building anyway. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5, and then obviously the ceiling will be 6. Ta-da! Right, so hand dryers. What I use for that is the stair block, basically. And because I want to do it for like a metal hand dryer, like the classic ones you get in public bathrooms, I normally use like a stone stair for that. Normally like a polished andesite or like regular stone, something along those lines. Or polished tuff. I might use polished tuff for this one. So you go to the wall you're going to put the hand dryer on, and you go to knock a block out, and then place an upside down stair. That is your hand dryer. I would put one here maybe, or I don't want to put them two together because it makes it look like an extra long one then. So I'll put one in the corner here. We've got 2 hand dryers at the sides of the room. Do I want to put one there? So, I want to put a window somewhere. I don't know where though. Oh, Ash just text me. And bear with me 1 second. What is he saying? Tea, sugar. Okay, sorry. I'll go put the kettle on for him. Just take Ash to Five Guys and he'll be happy. And after that, you can find a restaurant. Ha! Five Guys actually shut down now. Oh. Didn't realise I sent someone to the town yesterday. Yeah, so Five Guys is shut down, and the gaming shop that I was going to try and send you down and ended up going completely the wrong direction. EP, that's now got a second floor, which is kind of cool. It's got a load of like retro arcade machines in it. Kettle's boiled, JP. I'll leave it on the side for you. You can come and collect it. I didn't like Five Guys that much, to be honest, and the restaurant. I just found it a bit overpriced, to be honest. The chips weren't great. I didn't like the skin on chips. That wasn't my favourite, to be honest. Burgers were nice, but they were overpriced. And the wait there was the wait in the queue was always like astronomical. So, EP, it's a deal in April. Maybe one day you can finally take me there once you work out where it is. I know where it is now. I have been multiple times. Okay, I'm going to I'll put a window there, and put a window here, and a window there. Okay, small windows because it's only a toilet block. It doesn't need to be loads of windows there. I think I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to put too many windows in. It's not going to be like a grand room, this. Not a palace. It doesn't need to be super like interesting stuff. Let's do the ceiling now before I forget. I can cap off this room. Why am I typing ceiling in? I am an idiot. What I need to do is chisels. That's what I want. Get the designs I need for the ceiling. Don't know if I want to use the same block again for the ceiling. I'm a bit too much. I'll go use the tough low. I'll use the chiseled tough instead. Is a sentence I've said today. That sounds dirty. Chiseled tough. Oh, I hear him staring. Ta-da! Like that. Right, let me just go finish off his tea. And JP's hot chocolate. Before I leave you again momentarily to give Ash his tea, how do you guys take your tea slash coffee slash hot chocolate? Let me know in the chat and we can discuss when I come back. You, sir? Ash is awake but conscious. It's a grey area. Okay. So it's fine. This time I'm prepared for Finn's sense of direction. I'll just ask for the address and use Google Maps. Milk, no sugar, and on a very rare occasion that I drink tea. Oh, okay. I tend to normally have coffee with 2 sugars. I used to have it with 1 sugar, but it didn't seem to be enough. And yeah, I can't have it without sugar. It doesn't taste right without sugar to me. I'm so shut the door. He's watching Second Wind. Right. On. JP says small tea, 1 sweetener, big tea, 2 sweetener. It's me. Small coffee, 2 sweetener, big coffee, 3 sweetener. All with milk. Excuse me. So you take tea pretty much how my dad takes tea. If it's a small tea. Because he takes sweetener, not sugar. Is that like a dietary thing, or just like you prefer sweetener over sugar? So I don't know if I'll put the windows on the inside layer or the outside layer. When it comes to building on a diagonal, but I'm going to try it on the inside for now so it looks like it's finished. I can work on the outside later on. Use regular glass for now. Anything fancier than that. Work around like what it looks like when we do the outside bits. No, you don't want sweetener. Have you learned nothing from Lydia? I hope someone gets that reference. I don't know what that reference is. Am I too old, EP? I mean, I'm only 4 months older than you, but... Parents' diet thing. Oh, fair enough. My dad, he's not diabetic yet, but he's like on the threshold of diabetes. But he takes sweetener because of that. Please explain, EP. I am confusion. We have 1 completed toilet block. When I say completed, I mean it needs some lights. And some taps. I put 2 tripwire hooks here. It looks like some taps. My favourite little like Minecraft hack to make sinks is cauldrons and tripwire hooks. Perfect. Have none of you seen Breaking Bad? I haven't seen Breaking Bad, I'm sorry. My sister has seen Breaking Bad. I have not seen Breaking Bad. Has my seat gone down again? I feel like my seat's gone down. I'm Johnny Englishing. Can I ban JP asking for a friend? I've just tried for 5 minutes trying to log into my 360, and you know what the holdup was? Because I had a 2-factor switched on, it wouldn't go forward. After turning it off, it works. Very strange. That's very, very strange. What's change the password whilst I was at it? He's a ban Finn too. You can't ban me, I am God. You can't ban the person that created you, EP. Chain. Oh, you have different coloured chains now. That's new. I like that when I'm logging on now, there's something new each time I look on. I'm going to do like a strip light in the toilet area. I'm figure out whereabouts it needs to go. Want to put it vertically or like horizontal? I think we'll put it horizontal. It looks better that way. Like so. And then I think this will be too big. I'm thinking either lantern or... We've got the end stone rods. Because they work as well. I don't know how you make them horizontal. I think these work too. That's not technically what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I mean, technically, it's not technically touching it, but that's kind of what I want to go for with the strip lights. Yeah, that looks cool. It's pretty. Now, with the mirrors, I was going to do a mirror above this as well. I used to use picture frames or item frames for that, but they're quite small. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to replace these blocks for a iron block or a metal block. And that can stand in for a mirror. The iron or... hang on. There's a certain block that I can use that looks mirrory. Is a word I've said today. I can't remember what it is. Is it smooth stone? It might be smooth stone. You know. I think it's smooth stone. There's so many blocks now. Sometimes I forget the originals. I guess that will do. That's fine. Now you've got like the taps and the mirrors underneath it. Cool. This is good. We have a toilet block sorted. Do I want to put I want to put a plant in there because I feel like this is a bit too empty. You don't often see plants in a public toilet, but I'm going to make it a bit fancier. Need to ban Fin 2, got it. Father, there are other ways to stop a guard. I am now referencing my book, which literally nobody else has read, so I'll forgive people for not getting this one. We need to. You need to link your book to us somehow. Is there a way? Is there somewhere we could buy the said book? Yeah, like that. Leaves. Oh. Ah! What am I doing? I'm wrecking the place. Start again. All right, true trigger happy with the box. This is annoying. I've been playing too much House Flipper and it uses the opposite trigger. There we go. We've got a nice little cubicle block here. That's cool, I guess. We'll put another plant over there, maybe, in that cubby hole. I'll leave it. No thrills room, it's fine. Okay, first room in City Hall is complete. On the ground floor is complete, which is the toilet block. Let's go over to the other side and complete that one too. Now these ones will be gendered because there's two of them. So one will have blue accents, one will have pink accents. In real life, that plant would be dead in weeks. Yeah, it's true. It's still in the first draft form and shite, so no, nobody's ever allowed to read that. That's fine, that's fair. Everyone's allowed to have a toilet paper draft. Aha, there is an issue. Only 3 wide. Why have I made it 4 wide? That's why there was an issue. There you go. Just getting the walls a little bit confused here. Ta-da! Okay. This is just like the City Skyline streams, a surprising amount of sewage-related content. It's fair. It's fair. Is the internet crashing at the moment? And people seeing and hear me alright? It's Vinny lagging. Okay. Too many people using the internet. Let me just see which internet I'm on. Oh, Finn. I'm on the booster, so it should be fine. It could be that because Ash is on TV, I'm on the PC at the same time. I've got my phone plugged in. That could be what it is. Bear with me 1 second. I'll see if I can sort this out. let's see if that's fixed it. I think there was too many devices playing at the same time. That's what was throwing it, I think. Let's just see. I've still got my Filmora open as well. That won't help. How's it running now? Is it smoother? Can people hear me and see me? What happened there? I'm waiting for mine to catch up on my side. But I can see. Let's continue doing some more bathrooms. I'll wait for it to update itself. Didn't solve the problem by throwing Ash to the curb. He's still here. No, I think it was a combination of too many devices using the internet at the same time. It was draining it. And also, I had Filmora open, which sometimes uses the internet even when I'm not using it for the internet. I've just closed that. I'll tell you why I was using Filmora as well. I was using it for the thumbnail. So that's why it was still open. If we're going through the corridor, we'll put the men's here or the women's here first. I'm thinking of a public bathroom. Normally put the men's on the left and the women on the right. So this will be the women's. So yeah, so there's a video going out on Sunday at 5 o'clock featuring your fave from NG Plus and Pride and Pixels. That's right, Gina. Me and Nathan are back at it again with 51 Clubhouse Games Part 2. I'm not going to tell you what the game is. If you watched if you had a look on the Discord or on our posts that we do every week on YouTube, you will know which game we're doing next. But I'll leave it as a surprise for anyone who hasn't already seen that. Video's only 2 minutes long this time. Well, having said that, it's a shorter video than last time. Which you would have thought I would have edited quicker because there's less of it. But there's more like extra bits that needed adding onto it for this episode. That's why it took a bit longer. Obviously, I took a week off as well because I was so burnt out from work. I didn't do any editing for like the second week of January. That's taking a bit longer than usual. There will be continued to the parts which until they run out of games, or Finn wins one, or in other words, there'll be 52 parts. It's like, screw this game, I'm just going to play whatever I feel like. Okay, that's the main wall's done. Want to make it the same height as that bathroom? It doesn't have to be super hot. If the other rooms are slightly taller than this, that's fine. I think I'm going to add an extra block in on either side to break up the boring white. Because of this wall, though, I can't go around the entire thing. I'm going to do it over half the walls rather than just the one. Oh, what was that just fell off? Had a ghost. A bit more tricky to do these toilets when you've got all three walls behind you. But sometimes it works. Yep, like that. Oh, that's not quite worked out well. Ta-da! There we go. Do a difficult block first, and I can do all the easy ones after that. Ta-da! And then we'll do the same on the other side. Are you leaving, babe? Chat says they missed you already. Apart from JP, he says good. Wrong button. That button's the one. You gonna text me a list before we go as well?
Should we just put the pots away tonight?
That's fine. I hope they don't put you on like double, triple duty today.
I'm gonna tell them I'm feeling sick. So if I don't feel better, I'm coming.
Fine. Send you home early, then send you home early. It's fine. I can look after you. Taking your pill beforehand, is that what's forced it?
part of the price.
Yeah. You have to do it for another, well, not the medication, but you have to do this for another 2 days and you're off for a week. Prince causing trouble, apparently. Okay, so that's all the toilets set up for the men's and the women's. I'm going to need an area for sinks and an area for urinal for the men's. Oh, I'm going to put the doors on first. That'd be a good idea. The toilet for expeditionists. And they're all the same side. That's great. I'm going for a crimson door. We don't need any more of these doors. Mangrove door for the ladies. Drop that off. There you go. I've got doors for each. You heading off? Maybe that's what I fell over earlier. Nothing on that side. I'm just going to pause, guys, so I can see him off. Back again in a minute. Let me bring that up. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. So I need to do a sink area, some hand dryers and a urinal on this side, and then just some sinks and some hand dryers on this side. So I need some cauldrons, as mentioned beforehand. The cauldrons are how I make sinks in this game. I need to stop saying sink when I mean say cauldron. Have I turned the mic on as well? I just want to double check that too. Yes, I have. Good. And I know that EP would be the first to say, like, I can't hear you. It's mute. What was that? Turn it up. Turn it up. Oh, I can't do that because that's annoying. Okay, so the hand dryers will have to go into this wall because they won't fit anywhere else. It's mute! It's not, I'm just being an arse. I know it's not mute, I checked before I said it. Unlike the other streams where I started with the microphone completely off, doing an amazing intro and nobody's heard it. You know what? Different kind of urinal. If I can get it to land the right way, there we go. I'm trying to get one of those, like, you know, the white ones that stick on the wall, rather than having a trough, which is easier to do. I can move the sinks to the end, I think. I like so. And then put the urinals there, basically. And to tell you that they're urinals and not seats, I'm going to put some fences on top of it. I need to put do you think I should put them up by one more? I feel like on the floor is too low and up here is too high. Guess this will have to do. Well, sorry for this person with the hand dryer here right next to the urinal, but there's anywhere else it will fit, unfortunately. It'll have to do. I'm happy with that. It'll have to do, though. Then in the ladies, they don't need a urinal, so I'll replace that with sinks. The hand dryers again will go over this side. There you go. That one over one by one. I'm not going to put mirrors in these bathrooms, which seems counterintuitive for someone who's about to go to the bathroom, but I can't fit that in without impacting on this side because it's not a double wall. I didn't like take into account that for some reason. I've already built the rooms now. I'm not fiddling around with it again now. Makes no sense to do that. Just hang on. I'm a little bit off camera, aren't I? Am I on camera? Nope. That's better. I'm on camera now. You can see me. I was drifting out the edge of it, just like that. Okay, so these bathrooms are pretty much complete now. Windows. We need windows. I'm just going to use a generic glass for now. Obviously, I might change it later on if I feel like it. Window there, window there. Nothing amazingly bright and colourful because it's a toilet block. They don't want to have too much of the windows exposed. Just enough to let the light in. Wouldn't the mirror be on the both sides if above the basin? Yes, if I was putting the sinks all on the same side, that would make sense, yes. But because of the amount of sinks I've got on this side, it will come through and show on the urinal side on this side, which I don't want it to be there. So, I mean, if I move them down this way, downwind one, but then again, if I did that, then only two of them would have mirrors. I know what I can do instead. Item frame. Do the other version of the sinks. Of the mirrors, sorry. Now I can either put a head in there to make it look like a mirror, but because there's nobody on there at the moment, I just want to put like a grey block. If I could spell, that would be a good idea. Like that, and then I think those bathrooms are done. I'll put the hand dryers in. Yes, I have. Mm. Oh, sorry. It's all right. It's all right. I did consider that, JP. Don't worry. Just because of where I put the sinks, since I don't want to move them again, it wouldn't make sense on the other side. Who doesn't love looking into a mirror and seeing into a floating, decapitated head? You can get yourself lost in it sometimes. So let's put the roof on. And again, because it's the men's and the women's, it's going to be slightly gendered. Annoyingly, I'm going to have to put this down here, aren't I? Not that block. Well, for these to stay still. EP's in the game. He's come to mess about for a bit. Hello. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you need a moment, EP, that's fine. I'll wait. So sorry. Let me know when you're done. I can come back. I'm so awfully embarrassed. Damn it, I thought the gaps in the American stores were bad. AP. How's your building been going since we've been streaming? Have I motivated you to go further with your build? There you go. No, I'll sort the lights out in a minute. Let me just do the ceiling for the ladies. Cherry block is very, very pretty. It's painful but progressing. Are you still clearing that big area? Because I'll do it. Okay, the roof of that has been done. we go. And now I need to do the lights. Again. Yes, it's thousands of blocks wide. Won't be a 5-minute job, unfortunately. But I'm glad that I can accompany you during this. So it's not so painful. The lights need to be cross, or I'm going with vertical this one. Just stack them together. See if I can do this, and I'm not sure if I can, but I'll try. Oh, that's blinding. Not expecting that. Oh, I like that. Very cute. I do love an end rod light. I have to say it. I do. There we go. Adequately lit. It looks like the kind of strip lighting you'd see in a toilet kind of thing as well. Cool. I like this. Fine. Oh, I'll tell you what I have forgotten to do, and that's put the tops on these cubicles. I forgot about the total slabs. Now it's better. I can get out. There we go. How wide is that strip light again? It does stretch for the entire thing. Bollocks. Hate when you do that. Deal with it in a minute. I can deal with it now. Yep. That's better. Now, let's press the right button this time, Finn. That would make things a lot better. But, wonderful. Amazing. Never the same. Wonderful, perfect, amazing. That is 2 toilet blocks finished. What time are we on? 2.5 hours. Wow, okay. I might wrap it up soon, but we've only done a toilet block at the moment, so I can't want to do something other than that, really. Oh, there's some flooring I need to finish. There we go. I feel like with this hallways, they're all going to be the same colour, basically. Maybe I don't need to double block it so much. I think we've got cafeteria there, haven't we? Okay, maybe I was wrong there. It doesn't need to have anything in the corridor, really, if we think about it. Now, if I do a stairwell up here, like so, and we can build it up this way, wherever it needs to go, basically. A very slow staircase, this bit. Oh, I can just see it now. We start a new game tomorrow. And EP and JP will be there with the mean beings just spamming them. That it gets both me and Ash. Oh, that'll be fun. It's like, no, I wouldn't. It's like lies and slander. And do I need to do another floor, or is that now at the right level? I'm assuming it'll then go up. There'll be a block here, basically. I need to go up to. Oh, I need to go up a little bit more, maybe. I'll bring up one more. That'll be the exit, basically. That makes sense. Obviously, that's the public staircase that will go up onto the second floor. I want to leave it as it is for now. Corridor will leave as it is. Looking at the time, and I'm feeling a bit tired now, I might leave it there for tonight, guys. What have we done so far in the 2 and a bit hours? What a great idea, says JP. Thank you. I don't know if that was for me or whoever, but hey, come on, be fair. Andy will also be doing it. I see. For the next stream, I'm with you now, JP. Hello, G3 Sam. Hi, I'm new. Hello. You may have joined us at the end of the stream, unfortunately. We're building a city hall at the moment. I've done the toilet block so far, and the staircase up to the second floor. I've still yet to do a cafeteria, a kitchen area, the foyer, the main foyer over here. Office buildings are in the checkered bits. A meeting room slash convention, not convention, meeting room, conference room. The big like business meeting room is en suite. And then obviously we'll do the next floor. So I'm you. Hello. Hopefully you come back next week. So we start these streams normally on a Thursday. No, on a Wednesday even. I forgot what day it was then for a second. It is Wednesday, not Thursday. Every Wednesday we do it. Hi, I'm new. Are you going to resell these for the world download? I'm not to that point yet. Maybe in the future I might do a world download for people to roam around in. It's not off the table. Could happen at some point in the future. At the moment we've only done I think 4 builds. This is build number 4B technically. That's City Hall. I'll do a quick run around of the world actually whilst I'm here. This was the first thing we built. This is the only thing that I built without any kind of interaction from anyone else, which is the Yorcity Green, little park area with a gazebo over here. In the second episode, we did the Italian restaurant, which is St Giorgio's Family Diner, I think it's called. St Giorgio's Traditional Italian Restaurant, which is the restaurant which everyone voted for. So every main video I do of Yorcity, there will be a vote that goes out. So anyone watching or any part of our Discord, they get to vote on the next build, basically. So this was the first vote. It was the Italian restaurant. First one that won. If you want to see the in-depth look through this, obviously you can look at our video that I did on this. I think it was last year, actually, this video. Then the second vote, which was number 3, episode 3, we did the Yorcity key, which is down here. There's something to do a sign for, I keep forgetting about that. This is the Ivory Anchor Harbour, formerly known as Yorcity Key. It was the third thing we built, second voted. We've got some fishing boats, we've got some dinghies, a speedboat over there, some benches, some cargo everywhere, and also some staircases getting in and out. And then the second vote was actually a tie between the Key and City Hall. And for the last 6 streams, we have been building City Hall even. Which is over here on the hill. And this is City Hall, what we're currently working on at the moment, which has been going on for 6 streams so far. Another stream for about 2.5 hours every Thursday. Wednesday even. I keep getting the days wrong. But Wednesday. This is what we're working on at the moment. Let me show you. You want to show you where the bathroom is on the restaurant? I can show you that. That's no problem. There are. Oh, the bee there. There is multiple bathrooms, I believe. So in the Italian restaurant, we've got a bar area over here, concierge table. Then this is all the waiting area bits. So the toilets area is here behind the stairs. One down the bottom, and I think there's one on top as well. Down. Obviously, the women's is exactly the same as that. And then there's some upstairs as well. I'm trying to think where they are now. Oh, they're down this way. There's a smaller bathroom upstairs. Of course, the women's is exactly the same. Got a balcony area for the restaurateurs as well. Yep, that was the restaurant. Got it covered. But yeah, so that's the end of the stream for this week. I have a quick little whiz round of the world so far. So what we've got so far with the City Hall, I've done it from bottom up. This is the basement. We've got the basement car park over here with a lift that goes up to the top. Another bathroom over here. Basically the same as what we've already seen. I'm not going to show you again. But we've got a lift that goes up to the top. There you go, which goes into the foyer. We've also got some staff staircases that go down into the basement. It's like an archive room. We'll do all the city planning and stuff like that. In this doorway over here, we've got the boss's office. Very lavish. He's got a cream sofa over here, big chunky desk, and a hot tub for some reason. And then across the hall from the archive room, we've got the lower offices. We've got some cubicle offices and a upstairs as well. Very, very, very similar. Very similar. As well, that's what we've got so far with City Hall. And obviously now I'm working on the ground floor. And that's what we're going to be working on next week as well, next Wednesday. That's what we are so far. I think Next Wednesday, I'm working, so it will probably still be 2.5 hours. Hopefully, I can maybe get an extra stream in at some point where I can stream for a bit longer than 2.5 hours. I think when I'm working after work and going straight into streaming, it starts to drain your energy after a while. So I apologize it's been so short this week. But yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, so if you are new here and you'd like to speak to us outside of streams, that sort of thing, please do join our Discord. Excuse me. The link is in the description. Or you can join us on live streams every Wednesday on YouTube, where we do Yorcity. Every Thursday, we're on Twitch, but the game will change. It won't necessarily be Minecraft, it might be something else. So stay tuned for that. We put the schedule up every week as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to leave it there, guys. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. And I will see you again tomorrow on Twitch, on the Purple YouTubes. We were playing a mystery game. I have no idea what it is. My husband has selected it. I've got no idea what it could be. I won't find out until you guys find out on Thursday at 7 o'clock. But yes. Thank you, JP. But yeah, I'm currently using the regular, the bog standard texture pack at the moment. I did think about using either the city texture pack or the plastic texture pack, but in the end I just went for the regular one. So if people wanted to recreate this, they can. They don't have to get any fancy texture packs or anything like that. But yeah, I've also got some videos of this as well. If you want to see the video versions of the builds I've just shown you, they're also on the YouTubes as well. So just search it up on Pride and Pixels. But thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go now. I'm waffling too much. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely evening.